welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a DIY video. I haven't had a DIY video in my channel in quite a while already, so I thought back to school would be perfect for that. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so for the first DIY, I'm going to be taking this really simple notebook and I'm going to be decorating it with a little piece of cardstock paper, and you guys can pick any pattern that you guys want, and I'm just going to be measuring it to the size of the cover of the notebook, and then I'm going to be cutting it out. I'm going to be using the Elmer's school glue to paste the cover onto the notebook, and you guys have seen me use this glue in a bunch of my videos. I highly recommend it. It works really good. And then I'm also going to be taking some washi tape and I'm going to be adding it to the edge of this notebook just to kind of like decorate it a little bit more. Alright, so for the second DIY, I'm going to be using some washi tape and a pencil, and all you want to do is just wrap the washi tape around the pencil until you're all the way down. And then for the second part of this DIY, I'm going to be using some string, and I'm going to be taking my hand, I'm just going to be wrapping the string around my hand a couple of times, and then I'm going to cut it off. And you're also going to want to take another piece of string and also use it for the center. I'm just going to be tying a little knot, and then I'm going to be taking my scissors and I'm going to be cutting off the edges of the string, and you're going to be left with a little pom-pom. And then after that, I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm going to be putting a little bit of glue to the eraser, and then I'm going to be sticking up the pom-pom, and that's it. You have a really fun pencil. Alright, so for this third DIY, I'm going to be using this plain bag and also some string, and all I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be measuring the string to the length of the bag, and I'm just going to cut up a bunch of little pieces, and what you're going to want to do is just hot glue them to the bag itself. And you can do them in patterns, you can choose any colors that you want to, and just try to cover up the bag as much as you can.
Since I barely was walking, I've been trying harder all my life, 'cause I need to be perfect. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out all your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living long and wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. I just give 200% every day 'cause I own it. I'm fighting all of my life. I'm bad and I know it.
So when you're done, you should be left with something like this. And what's really cool about this is that you can even take a white plain backpack and do the exact same thing to it, and it will be so unique. For the fourth DIY, I'm going to be using a ruler and some washi tape, but you can use any type of tape that you have at home. I'm just using this to kind of cover up the numbers because you want to make sure to cover them up, otherwise you won't be able to measure things out. And then I'm going to be using some Elmer's school glue, and I'm just going to be putting this all over the center of the ruler, and I'm just going to be using my finger just to make sure that it's all over the ruler. And then I'm going to be taking some glitter and I'm just going to be putting it all over the center of the ruler as well. And then when you're done, make sure that you give it enough time to dry and then take off the washi tape, and that is it. You have a really nice sparkling glitter ruler. And for the last DIY, I'm going to be using some string, and we're just going to be repeating the same exact process that we did with the little pom-pom from the pencil, but this time I'm going to be using a little piece of cardstock because it is much bigger than my hand and I didn't want the little tassels to be a little bit longer. So the key here is to add as much string as possible. That way your pom-pom can come out really fluffy. But if you don't want yours to be really fluffy, you don't have to add a lot of string. And then once you take it out, you're going to want to do the exact same thing. You're going to want to take a little piece of string, tie it in the middle as a knot, and then cut off the edges of the string on the sides. And then you're going to want to add another piece of string to add it to the backpack itself. Alright loves, that is all for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, and also please don't forget to subscribe down below if you are new here. I would love to have you. I have a bunch of different videos here in my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!